Novel and Vocab Week 2! Thank you for joining me, and let's get started. Hi, my name is Miss Kimberly, and the goal of our session is to have students understand each word in our vocabulary workbook and be cognizant of some phrases from our novel that may be difficult for us to understand. If you already watched my video from week 1, go ahead and skip the introduction and go straight to vocabulary word number 1. But if this is your first video, continue and listen. Today's agenda, we'll be going over week 2 vocabulary, go over extra example sentences, and in the next video, you will go over difficult phrases from the novel, and after both videos, you will have to review and self-study. 1. Why are we doing this? For week 2 vocabulary, we are doing this to have vocabulary acquisition by learning the definition, synonym, antonym, and part of speech of the word. This can significantly improve your reading comprehension and enhance your contextual usage, meaning by having more words that we understand, we can understand the book even better. Next, we'll be going over extra example sentences, and this will help with writing variation. By looking at a variety of example sentences with a specific vocabulary word, students can learn how to use the word in different sentence structures. So, now, please go ahead and get your vocabulary workbook. Turn to week 2 with me, which is on page 14. And we will get started. Are you all there? Good. So number 1, everyone say community. Community. It is a noun and it means the people who live in a particular place or region and usually are linked by some common interests. So community here is a group of people who have a shared interest here. In our TED Talks, it says, we have neighborhood parties in the summer, which help bring everyone in the community together. So because they have this big neighborhood party, it brings everyone in the community to become closer and linked together. Example, please read with me. So this is not just you listening. For example sentences, you must say it and read it out loud. Ready? We celebrate people living in our community by having neighborhood events. Very good. So again here, it's a little bit similar to the one on top, but we'll move on. Also, as a reminder from last week's video, if this is your first week, in this big white rectangular box, it says, rewrite the example sentence. So this example sentence here, you must rewrite this sentence word by word in this white box. It is part of your homework, so please do not skip this very important step. So now let's look down here in our extra example sentences. It says the small town's community worked together to rebuild after the storm. Oh my, so pretend that there was a tsunami or an earthquake that happened and it kind of made the neighborhood very dirty and some buildings, crashed and fell down. So here the community, everyone came together and worked together to help clean it up. Next, it says the community board posted announcements about upcoming events. And I know that most of you who are watching this video live in an apartment in Korea, and usually downstairs on the first floor where you wait for the elevator, there is a community board. And it'll say different types of events that are happening or things to look out for and important dates. So that is our community board to help with the neighborhood. Next one, number 2, everyone say similar. Similar. The synonym is alike and the antonym is different. And the part of speech is an adjective. It means looking or being almost but not exactly the same. So it looks a bit similar. It looks a little bit the same. In TED Talks, it says, if you like the idea of leaving messages on a wall, you can start a similar wall in your own community. So maybe if you like the whole message on the wall with everybody writing on it. Start something that is kind of like the same in your own smaller neighborhood. Example, let's read together. Our shirts looked very similar, so we almost looked like brothers. Kind of like the guys up top there, but why are they so angry though? Let's look at the next one. Down here, it says the twins wore similar outfits but had different hairstyles. So maybe one person had spiky hair and one person had really long hair. Who knows? Next, it says the two games were similar, with one being a board game and the other an app. So my favorite board game is called Rumicube. I don't know if any of you play it. Maybe you do. Maybe, yeah, we should play sometime. Okay, good. But it's similar to the board game, but has small, slight differences when we're playing it on the phone. So they're similar, but a bit different still. Not exactly the same. Number 3, everyone say phrase. Phrase. The synonym is expression, and the part of speech is a noun. The definition says, a short group of words that are often used together and have a particular meaning. So a group of words that we say together. Kind of like the phrases that we study in the other video together. In our TED Talks, it says, during a discussion, speakers often use phrases to show they agree or disagree with another speaker. So just different little short sayings. Let's read the example together. The phrase, raining cats and dogs, means it is raining heavily. And I know that we just had our monsoon season and it's already gone, I feel like, because it's so hot now. But raining cats and dogs would be mean it's pouring, it's raining so much, and it's not just sprinkling, it's so yes, that is a phrase. Next one, over here, let me teach you another one. Break a leg is a common phrase used to wish someone good luck. So we say, hey, go break a leg. That means, doesn't mean like really you should break your leg. No. It means, hey, good luck. Next, it says, we learn about different phrases and idioms in our other video. Yes, we do. I hope you're watching those also. Good. Everyone say phrase. Number 4, the word is connection. Everyone say connection. The synonym is bond, and the antonym is separation. The part of speech is a noun, and it means a shared feeling of affection and understanding. So to feel a little connection between everyone. So I'm sure, feel a connection with your friends and your family, but maybe we also have a connection here through this video. In our TED Talks, it says, sharing our feelings with others makes us feel better. But it also builds connections among people in the community. Very good. So let's look at our example. We're going to read it together. We feel a strong connection to each other since we share many memories. Very good. So to feel a bit of understanding of another person, to have that connection. Great. Let's look down here. It says they felt a deep connection after working on a project together. So maybe these two students, they didn't know each other. They weren't friends or anything, but after working on this project together, they decided, we made a good connection. We can be good friends after this. Next one. It says their shared love of music created a strong connection between them. So say that I like jazz music, and then you like jazz music, and we're like, talking about jazz music forever, and we're like, I feel a good, strong connection between us because we both like the same thing. Connection. Starting from number 5, these are words from our novel. Everyone, repeat after me and say, strive. Hey, that rhymes with the word number 5, because this is number 5 and this is strive. Strive. The synonym is to aim. It's a verb to make great efforts to achieve or obtain something. So you're really trying hard to do something and finish it. in our book it says, by so doing, we shall strive to live by the poem you taught us. Saying that, we'll really work hard to live by how the phrases in your poem told us to live by. That's when Miss Fletcher made a poem. Example, read together. I always strive for excellence at school so I can achieve the best grades. Very good. So the person is saying, I always try my best in school so I can get very good grades. Good job. Down here, it says, the team strives to win the championship through hard work and dedication. So they're going to really, really, really work hard to win the big championship game. Next, she always strives to do her best in every school assignment. That's awesome. So you don't just try really hard for one test. You work really hard to do really well in all the work that they give you. There's a good student there. To strive, to make great efforts. Number 6, everyone say conscience. Conscience. Yes, I know it looks like con-science, but not science that we learn. It is conscience. The synonym is morality, and the part of speech is a noun. The definition says, the part of a person's mind that tells him or her whether his or her actions are right or wrong. And if you're here in semester 1, we had our dilemma speech. It's kind of like that. It's that conscience, that inside of you saying, I don't think that's the right thing to do. In the book it says, do what conscience says is right. Do what reason says is best. Do with all your mind and might. This was the poem, right? Conscience. So do what your conscience says is right. Listen to your heart. Example, let's read together. His conscience weighed heavily on him after he lied to his parents. So this sentence here is saying that he felt a little heaviness in his heart because he lied to his parents, right? He feels bad about lying. So his conscience is like, hey, Kimberly, you shouldn't have done that. Lying is bad. Let's look down here. It says his conscience told him that he should apologize for his mistake. So even though he made a mistake, instead of just, sweeping it under the rug and pretending it never happened, his conscience told him that he should apologize. Next one. A guilty conscience can be hard to ignore after doing something wrong. Again, if you did something wrong and you feel bad about it, your conscience, it won't let you down. It's gonna say, hey, go do something, make it right, so that you feel better. Or else your conscience is gonna be like making you feel very bad. Number 7, our word is portmanteau. It is a suitcase, and it is a noun because it is a thing. And it's a large case for carrying clothes while traveling. It says, Charlie, my portmanteau is on my desk. So, a big suitcase. It's like what they called it a long time ago. We don't call it that anymore. We just say a suitcase or bag, right? Example, let's read together. Although my grandmother's portmanteau is over 60 years old, I still use it to travel. Very good. So here, they're saying, although it's showing you how old this word is, right? It's 60 years old. Or the suitcase at least is 60 years old. But we don't call it anymore. We call it luggage, carrier, suitcase, bag. Very different now. Here, it says they packed their clothes into a sturdy portmanteau for the long trip. Again, they just put everything into the suitcase. Next one. She admired the antique portmanteau on display at the museum. So again, remember from our last video, the setting of the story is around 200 years ago. So of course they're going to use this old word also. Number 8. Everyone say hoist. Hoist. It is a noun and it means the act of raising or lifting. So to hoist, to give him a oomph. It says, Tom, Herbert, she said, you need to give me a hoist, meaning help me up a little bit. And the example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. Mom gave me a hoist by lifting me up so I could reach the bars. So you can see in the picture, the mom there is helping the child up, giving her a hoist. Let's look here. My brother helped me with a hoist to climb up the tree. Again, so imagine my brother helping me and going poof, go up. Or you can say the hoist wasn't enough help because I was too short to reach the cookies in the cupboard. So you're trying to reach and reach, and then down there your brother's trying to give you a hoist, and it wasn't enough because you're too short still. Hoist. Number 9, our word is dismissive. Everyone say dismissive. The synonym is disdainful, and the antonym is respectful. And it's an adjective meaning feeling or showing that something is unworthy of consideration. They're like, ooh, no. They're being dismissive. In the book it said, Mr. Bitson made a dismissive wave of his hand, meaning, no. Dismissive. It's showing that he's not going to worry about it. He doesn't even want to talk about it. Goodbye. Example. 1, 2, 3. My mom gave me a dismissive wave and told me not to interrupt her. So as you can see in this picture, this person's like, no, stop talking to me. They're being dismissive. Over here, it says, the worker's dismissive attitude towards the customer's concerns was frustrating. Oh no, so the customer was like, can you help me? I think this is wrong. And then the worker is like, not my problem. I don't want to help you. Go away. That would be very frustrating because the worker should be helping you, right? The employee should be helping. Next, it says, the dismissive gesture indicated that he didn't want to hear any more suggestions. Again, dismissive, as you can see in the picture above, and what I kept doing, like, go away. No. Very rude, isn't it? Number 10. Everyone, next page to 16. Our word is belatedly. Everyone say belatedly. Belatedly. The synonym is tardily, and the antonym is early. So it is an adverb, and it means in a way that comes later than expected. So you thought that it was going to come before, but it came a bit later than you thought. In the book it says, because she belatedly realized that, unlike Miss Fletcher, she did not have a pocket watch. Meaning, she thought about this a little afterthought. Because she needed a pocket watch for the time, right? For school, but she didn't have one. Example, let's read together. I belatedly realized it was her birthday, so I had nothing prepared. Oh. You're like, uh-oh. Oops. It was her birthday yesterday. But you belatedly figured it out after the fact. Over here. It says they celebrated their anniversary belatedly due to a scheduling conflict. So say that they wanted to go out for dinner, but because one person was busy and the other person was busy another day, they had to belatedly celebrate it. Next, she belatedly understood the importance of studying for a test. Oh no. So maybe she didn't study for the test and then she got like a 10%. And then belatedly after, she was like, oh, now I know why studying is important. So I don't get a 10%. Next one, number 11. Everyone say boisterous. Boisterous. The synonym is rowdy, and the antonym is quiet. It is an adjective, and it means noisy and full of life and energy. So super loud and energetic and chaotic sometimes. In the book it says they were acting louder and more boisterous than when Miss Fletcher had been there. Meaning the students were all very quiet and nice and well behaved before when the teacher was there. But now that Ida was being the teacher, everyone was being a bit louder and a bit more chaotic. Next one. Example, let's read together. The boisterous children ran energetically to the park after school. So they're like, yeah, let's go! And being really, really loud. Example sentence, it says, the boisterous crowd cheered loudly at the soccer game. They're like, yeah, let's go Korea! Whoa! They're being really loud. Next sentence, it says, the classroom was boisterous after the teacher announced that the test was canceled. So there, the teacher's like, you know what, class? Vocabulary test, we're not going to have it today. And then everyone was boisterous. They're like, yeah, Miss Kimberly's the best teacher ever. No vocab test. Whoa! And being boisterous. Number 12, our word is meadow. Everyone say meadow. The synonym is a pasture, and it is a noun. It is a place, a field with grass and often wildflowers in it. So a meadow, think of, like, close your eyes, like think of the sun, tall grass and flowers here and there. It's very pretty. And in the book it says, she and her father dug holes and set in the post on their way to extending the south meadow. So it's just showing very tall grass everywhere, and it's a lot of land. Next example, let's read together. We found a spot on the grass and spread our picnic blanket on the quiet meadow. That'd be so much fun. Oh, but not in this heat. So in the quiet meadow, they're having a picnic. Here, the meadow was a peaceful place where they could relax and enjoy nature. Yes, so just imagine just laying down at the park and you're like, wow, this is so great. Next one. She loved walking through the meadow and listening to the birds sing. So it's all very peaceful words, or peaceful settings here for this word. Very nice. 13, everyone say apparatus. Apparatus. The synonym is gear, and the part of speech is a noun because it is a thing. It means a set of equipment, tools, or a machine that is used for a particular purpose. In the book it says, proudly, Tom carried the apparatus to the teacher's desk. This is when he was showing everybody something that he brought to school, remember? So, an apparatus, a little machine thing. Let's look at the example and read together. This laboratory has different kinds of apparatus for conducting experiments. So as you can see, it looks kind of like a science lab where researchers work, so there are many different types of apparatus. Here, the gym had a variety of apparatus for different types of exercise. So yes, if you've ever been to like the gym or like what they call 헬스 in Korean, the health and fitness center, they have lots of different apparatus to help people work out. Next one, it says the technician fixed the broken apparatus so the machine would work properly. So a person had to come and fix it all on up. And here we can also say another synonym for apparatus could be machine. 14, our word is manipulate. Everyone say manipulate. And the synonym here means maneuver, and it is a verb. It means to move or control something with your hands or by using a machine. In the book it says, he manipulated the little pointer, poking it at different spots on the shiny stone, the crystal. Meaning he changed it, he moved it around, and he controlled it. He manipulated some things. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. The workers had hours of training on how to manipulate the machinery properly. So here they had to train, they had to learn how to manipulate it. They need to learn how to control the machine. So there. Down here, it says, she carefully manipulated the clay to shape it into a beautiful sculpture. So this isn't with a machine, but instead with clay. She's manipulating, she's moving, and she's forming and, building it into something. Next, it says, the children enjoyed learning how to manipulate the computer mouse and keyboard. Yes, students love to type. They want to learn. So they love to manipulate, moving the mouse, using the computer and everything. 15. We're on page 17 now, and these are words from our textbook. Number 15 says forbidden. Everyone say forbidden. The synonym is prohibited, and the antonym means allowed. So this is an adjective, and it means not permitted. We are not allowed to do it. In our textbook, it says other parts of the world also have forbidden foods. So not permitted foods. Example, it says the ranger warned us that going off trail was forbidden to protect wildlife. So here we cannot go off the trail because in order to help, not damage the trees and the grass around it, it's forbidden. We're not allowed to do it. Next one. Down here. It says eating food in the library was considered forbidden to keep the place clean. So long time ago, I'm not sure about now because I feel like people do it, but we were really not allowed to bring any food into the library a long time ago. But I feel like now people kind of sneak in food. If it's not allowed, you shouldn't do it. If it's forbidden, don't do it. Next line, it says the rules clearly stated that running in the hallways was forbidden. Same rule applies for M.I. We should not be running around. It is forbidden. Also, we should not be drawing on the walls, right? It's forbidden. 16, everyone say delicacy. Delicacy. It is a noun and it means something pleasing to eat that is considered rare or expensive. In our textbook it says lots of people would never eat lobsters and the other sea-dwelling bugs we consider delicacies. So some people don't eat lobsters because they think that they're dirty because they're like cockroaches of the sea, but other people, they're like, wow, lobster is such an expensive delicacy to eat. Very different in different cultures. Here, the next one, example, let's read together. Caviar is considered a delicacy because it is rare and expensive. Yes, caviar is super expensive. Let's look here. And it says, in many cultures, certain types of seafood are regarded as delicacies. Next one, it says the chef prepared a delicacy of exotic fruits for the special occasion. So they were to put all these different types of fruit together and have everyone to eat it because it's a delicacy. Not many people were able to eat it. Maybe it's a rare type of fruit then. 17, everyone say attitude. Attitude. The synonym is outlook, and the part of speech is a noun. It means the way that a person thinks and feels about someone or something. So it's how they feel. What's my attitude towards it? In our textbook it says attitudes about bugs are already changing. So some people remember, they eat the bugs. My attitude will never change about that. I don't think I'm ever going to eat a bug. No. An example, let's read together. My mom told me to change my negative attitude toward my sister. So don't be mean. Don't have a bad thought or bad feeling about your sister. You should have a better attitude. Be nicer is what they're trying to say. Over here, it says, the teacher admired the student's enthusiastic attitude toward learning. So say that we have a student, they're like, oh, Miss Kimberly, I love to participate. Can I answer? Oh, thank you. Oh, this is how I study, Miss Kimberly. Enthusiastic attitude. They love learning. I love it. Next line, it says, he showed a can-do attitude when faced with a challenging problem. So this can-do attitude means, yes, I can do it. They don't give up. So even though they had a challenging problem, they didn't give up and worked hard. Number 18, the word is squeamish. Everyone say squeamish. And the synonym is queasy. It is an adjective and it means easily upset or shocked by things that one finds unpleasant. Yes, so it makes you a bit feeling a bit sick and grossed out. And in the book, it says, thanks to bug appreciation programs at schools and science centers, kids today are less squeamish about insects. Meaning when they see a bug, they're not like, oh no. Instead, they're like, oh, this bug is interesting. Let's learn about it. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. Looking at blood makes me so squeamish that I feel sick to my stomach. So yeah, when I see someone's blood too, I'm just kind of like, ugh, I don't want to go near that. It looks kind of gross. Ew. That feeling of wanting to throw up, it means squeamish. Here, it says, he became squeamish when he had to touch the slimy fish. Oh no. I don't think I could touch slimy fish either. No. Next one, it says, oh, I don't even want to read this sentence. It says, I felt squeamish after seeing someone throw up after riding the roller coaster. So someone rode the roller coaster and then they bleh. And then you saw that and you feel like you want to bleh. Squeamish. Number 19. Let's go to the next page. On 18. It is connected. Everyone say connected. The synonym is involved and the antonym is disconnected. It is an adjective and it means joined or linked together. Connected. Our other word was connection, but no, this one is connected. This is an adjective. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. Despite the distance, my family stays connected through regular phone calls. So even though my family, who they all live in America, and I live in Korea, although we're very far away, we still stay connected. We stay connected and joined and linked together by always talking to each other on the phone or video chatting or messaging to feel connected. Next here, it says the connected pipes allowed water to flow throughout the building. So this is actually to be connected. So these pipes are all put together. Next one, she felt connected to her culture after learning about her family's history. So very good. Maybe she learned more about Korea and then she felt a little bit more of a connection. We can say she felt connected. Very good. And our last word is neighborhood. Everyone say neighborhood. It is a noun and it means the area of a town that surrounds someone's home or the people who live in this area. So your neighborhood, where you live. Example, we lived next door. Oh, sorry, let's read it together. 1, 2, 3. We lived next door for many years and grew up in the same neighborhood. So in the same area where all the apartments are is your neighborhood. Down here, it says, she walked her dog around the neighborhood every morning. Very good. I always see so many people walking their dogs around my neighborhood too. It says, next one and last one, it says, he was excited to explore his new neighborhood and meet his new neighbors. Very good. And we're done week 2 already. Oh my goodness. Missions in our next video. And now it is time for you to review and self-study. Please review all the words again, read it out loud, and complete your vocabulary homework pages on 19 and 20. And don't forget to please write down the example sentence. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys in my next video when we go over phrases from the secret school.